What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be running the Devil's Racetrack Backyard Ultra. It is the same Backyard Ultra we ran last year. This year, we don't have any expectations. We're just out here trying to have fun. Harrison had to work today, so she was not able to join us. But yeah, we're going to be out here having some fun. It's been raining non-stop the past 2 days, and it's not going to stop raining until maybe 4 p.m. today, if we make it to 4 p.m. So it's going to be really slow on the trails. It's going to be really muddy, but let's go have some fun. Let's get started with yard number 1.
Said life is good, yeah, there's no denying. Working on my dreams in the middle of the night. You only got one life, so you better live it right. Don't watch the time, cause it's mine for the night. What's in my mind, I'm just trying to see inside. Too many things on my plate, can't decide. What should be killing me, giving me life. Gassed off your life, so I go for a drive.
All right, so yard 1 is finished. Don't have a crew this year, or Harrison's not here. So we have my setup, basically bottled water, Powerades to replenish my handheld after every loop. Hopefully we get back with enough time to get everything done that we need to get done. I have all the supplies I need, but yeah, loop 1 was a little slippery, a little wet, but we'll manage it. It's a lot better than last year, the heat. Yeah, we're gonna get into yard number 2 now.
Put miles on the whip for the hell of it. I'm in my element, 100K on the odometer, ain't got no relevance. Whip it till the wheels fall off. Write my pain till I feel no more. Take a bottle and I throw it at the wall. Won't drink with my friends, I don't like being numb. Vision too blurry to see what you become. You can only sweep so much under the rug. Life is so good right now. Today I woke up feeling great. My girl, she just called, said it's over, but man, I'll be okay.
All right, so loop 2 is done. It's gonna be impossible to keep your socks dry, but a wise friend once told me, Jonathan, a lot of people waste too much energy trying to avoid the water. Just go through it. But yeah, feeling good, looking good. See you for yard number 3.
Life is so good right now. Tomorrow I'll wake up the same way. My homie just called, he can't make it, but you said you was on the way. I'm still good, bro, can't deny it. Always keep the heat like a pack of 9. Right with my right, so my right shoulder ties. Swear I could do this, mama, I'm gon' prove it. No things been hard, but I'ma get us through it. Music, my language, I'ma be fluid.
All right, so yard 3 is done. Basically, my nutrition for this race, my race plan, is really simple. Just drinking a bottle of Powerade every loop. During the loop, at the beginning of every loop, I'm gonna be eating this goo, liquid goo. Harrison got me on liquid goo instead of the regular goo. It's amazing. You should switch to liquid goo if you haven't. And also chugging a bottle of water as soon as I get back from a loop. But looking good. It's getting a little cold. Rain is picking back up again. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one.
You got it. Plenty of time. Y'all get out the way. We're good.
Stressed out, all up in my feels, I'm a mess now. Take all I got, but I won't put the pen down. I cannot stop till my bros in the penthouse. We don't make me numb, just got pains in my chest now. Working OT, working OT. You sending shots, but I block like a goalie. Talk about my life, but I know you don't know me. Hit me like what's good, bro. I heard that you charted.
All right, well, loop 4 is complete. I'm running out of things to say in between these loops. I ate shit that last loop and rolled, so I'm muddy now, so that's unfortunate. It's definitely cold getting here and sitting down for 5 minutes. You get a little cold, and then whenever the run starts again, you warm back up. But yeah, about to head out for the next one.
This ain't no joke, man, I've been fucking grinding. Swear it's my time when they ask about my life, I say life is so good right now. Today I woke up feeling great. My girl, she just called, said it's over, but man, I'll be okay. Life is so good right now. Tomorrow I'll wake up the same way. My homie just called, he can't make it, but you said you was on the way. Life is so good right now. Today I woke up feeling great. My girl, she just called, said it's over, but I'll be okay. Life is so good right now. Tomorrow I'll wake up the same way. My homie just called, he can't make it. Say you was on the way. Say you was on the way. Said you was on the way.
Okay, so it's been a little while, as you can tell by the mustache, but I'm gonna wrap up this video with a quick race report of the Devil's Racetrack Backyard Ultra, and then leave you with 5 tips on how to recover after a 50K. So we ended up lasting 10 loops, 10 hours of the Devil's Racetrack Backyard Ultra. That is the same amount of time and distance that we ran last year. And I didn't really have any goals going into this race except just doing it, having fun. I got a free entry into this race since I won the race last year with the same distance that I did this year, but I was not prepared like I was last year. Last year I was coming off of like 16 weeks training for a 100-mile race that I DNF'd a month before the Devil's Racetrack, and so I was a whole lot more prepared physically for the race than I was this year. This year we only had about a month to prepare for this race. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but I was like, I got a free entry, I might as well do it. It's a fun concept and fun race to do, and I am incredibly surprised by how my body was able to hold up during this race, being able to do the same distance but like with not a lot of training. So I'm definitely going to carry that into my next races, training for an ultra. I'm going to focus more on going into a race with my body feeling fresh and not run down like it would be if I trained for 16 weeks for an ultra. So I'm going to try that out. But I did have trouble mentally during the race because my longest long run preparing for this was about 15 miles. So about mile 20, 25 of the 41 miles, I did not want to be there anymore. I was talking on the phone with Harrison during the race, and she was telling me to stop complaining and keep going. So I was able to do the same distance that I did the previous year. This was not a fun race this year. It was so rainy, so muddy. The slightest turn on the trail, the slightest downhill, it would put you on skates because it was so slippery. You would think it would get better throughout the race with all the trail, all the runners running through the trail, but no, it just got worse, and it was very annoying and it wasn't fun. But with that, I'm gonna wrap up that little race report right there. I'm excited that I was able to go the distance with the minimal amount of training that I had to do in a month before the race. So I'm gonna use that confidence to go into my next ultras. Now let's get into 5 tips, very simple tips that you can use to help recover after a 50K. So again, this is gonna be 5 really simple tips that you can help use to recover after a 50K. I know I ran 41 miles, it's a little over 50K, but still the same concept. I would still use these even if I was running a 50-mile race or even a 100-mile race. So number 1 is going to be eat. You're gonna be eating a lot of calories throughout running an ultra marathon, but after the race you really need to get calories in you to help give your body fuel to recover. A lot of people, especially me, after a race, after running 40, 50 miles, I'm not hungry after a race like you would think you would be, but you need to eat some food. So again, you can give your body some calories to help replenish your body so you can recover faster. So tip number 2 is going to be hydration, especially electrolytes. Especially in the hotter months, you're gonna be sweating more, and whenever you're running for long periods of time, you're obviously gonna be sweating. So during the race, obviously you're gonna be focusing on hydration, but after the race, hydration and replenishing your electrolytes is going to be key to help recover your body quicker than it would be if you just didn't drink any water. And tip number 3 is going to be sleep. Get at least 8 hours of sleep, maybe even 10 or 12. I know it's really hard after running for so long to get comfortable in the bed. That's a really frustrating part of running ultras. You want to go home and sleep and rest, but it's hard to get comfortable in your bed, but you will eventually get comfortable. You need to sleep. You need to be sleeping in general, not even just after a race, after training. Sleep is really important to recovering after any endurance or athletic event. Tip number 4 is going to be PT type stuff. So you want to focus on stretching, foam rolling, even massages. You can do static stretching, you can do dynamic stretching. Any type of stretching to help lengthen your muscles, to help with recovery, is going to be good in your favor. Tip number 5, really simple. Active recovery. So you would think, oh, I just ran a 50K, I need to take the next day off. Yeah, you need to sleep. You need to sleep in, get plenty of sleep, but you also need to go for a walk, maybe cycle some, swim some. That is going to help you recover a whole lot faster than if you just take the next week off. Trust me. Get back into it the next day or the next couple days. Go for a walk. It doesn't have to be a long walk. Go for a run. Doesn't have to be a fast run. Go cycling, go swimming. Be active. that will help aid your recovery. And that is 5 simple tips on how to recover after 50K. If you got any value from this video, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.
Say life is good, yeah, there's no denying. Working on my dreams in the middle of the night. You only got one life, so you better live it right. Don't watch the time, cause it's mine for the night. What's in my mind, I'm just trying to see inside.